Tonight, the family of a teenager shot and killed in Aurora is calling on the community to help solve the crime. 15-year-old Xavier Dominguez was shot and killed 2 weeks ago on Lima Street in Aurora, near Alameda and Havana. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jennifer Meckles. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us now after speaking to Xavier's family, including his mom. Rachel.
Yeah, Stephanie Dominguez says Xavier was an amazing child, her baby. She says he made her the mother she is today. Now that he's gone, she's calling on people to come forward and help identify who killed her son. On a warm Sunday evening, grief fills the air along Lima Street in Aurora.
I really don't even know what to say or how to start.
Grief for 15-year-old Xavier Dominguez.
He was just a good kid.
These past few weeks have been tough for Stephanie Dominguez without her boy.
It's okay. It's okay.
Stephanie says Xavier loved to dance, to sing, always with a beautiful smile and big dreams.
He wanted to go to barber school. He wanted to start working already because he wanted a car in his own apartment already. He was...
Xavier was shot and killed at this spot more than 2 weeks earlier on the evening of February 27th.
I'm not understanding why anybody would want to hurt him. He was only 15.
Aurora police say it appeared Xavier and the suspect knew one another, walking toward each other, talking briefly before an argument broke out and shots were fired. A family friend says an eyewitness told them Xavier wasn't the aggressor, saying he was pushed to the ground and tried to get up and was then shot.
My son was a good kid.
Yes.
Amen.
A good kid. He entertained everybody here with singing, dancing, everything.
Justice for Xavier.
Justice for Xavier.
Xavier's family and community activists are calling on neighbors, the community, to share what they know and help bring Xavier's killer to justice.
Forget about being a snitch. It's about telling. A snitch is when you're trying to get out of something. Telling is when you saw something.
He did not deserve this. He did not. I just need the community's help, please. For my peace of mind, because I will never be the same without him.
Aurora police say the case is active and ongoing. No arrests have been made. Anyone with information can call APD or report anonymously to Crime Stoppers by calling 720-913-7867. We'll have all of that information posted on this story online. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
Turning now to our forecast. As the clocks spring forward this weekend, so does the weather. So much warmer temperatures beginning to settle in now, with even more warm temps expected this week. And this combination of warm weather and sunshine will certainly speed up all the snow melt from Friday's storm. Corey Reppenhagen joins us now. It has been drip, drip, drip all weekend.
That has been the theme for the last couple of days. That great storm that we had on Friday has just been gradually soaking into the soil, and it was so badly needed. Wish we could get another one of those, but it looks like we're going to enter a bit of a warm and dry trend once again. So brace yourself for that. Man, look at these temperatures. We're up in the upper 50s here at 9 o'clock at night. Oh, yeah, that's right. We switched the clocks forward. You know, switching the clocks doesn't change the weather, but it changes the timing of the weather. Our maximum temperature in Denver today was at 5 p.m., so that hasn't happened since before Christmas. Here's the forecast low temperatures here for tomorrow. Looks like most of us here across the Front Range are going to stay above freezing. Same with most of the eastern plains. We've got some 20s for low temperatures up in the mountains, which is relatively mild. Now here's your next 3 days here in Denver. Mud season will continue with lots more snow melt under warm conditions and quite a bit more sunshine, a little bit more clouds, but still some sunshine tomorrow. We'll notice on Tuesday, we'll have a cold front coming in here late Tuesday night, so the winds will gradually build up into that point, but it looks like it's going to be mostly a dry front, so no snow in the mountains, no precipitation down here on the Front Range, at least meaningful stuff, and then a bit of a cooler day on Wednesday. I'll detail that front coming here in just a few more minutes, coming up in the full forecast.
Corey, thank you. State of Colorado is reporting our first avalanche death of the season this weekend. David Pickett Heaps, killed in an avalanche near Copper Mountain yesterday. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center reported him missing. He was first missing, that is, in the Boss Basin area. CAIC says Pickett Heaps had used a snowmobile to access Ptarmigan Pass up near Vail Pass. He was skiing the mountain area when he was caught and buried. This death comes on a winter season that has produced historically low snowpack, and that is something that CAIC says can actually be even more dangerous.
Anytime we get droughts or breaks in the weather where we've got prolonged dry periods, we develop weak layers that are on the surface of the snowpack. And once those weak layers then subsequently get buried with storm snow, like what just happened late last week and into this weekend, you're testing those weak layers. And because our snowpack has been so thin, the dry periods have been so prolonged, those weak layers are particularly fragile this year, and they have failed every loading test that they've seen.
CAIC says on average, the state sees 6 avalanche deaths per season. There was also another avalanche this weekend that rescue crews had to respond to. It happened today. 2 skiers were caught in a slide in the backcountry near Mount Quandary, just south of Breckenridge. CAIC says 1 became partially buried. Both were able to get out. Nobody got hurt. Fort Collins police are investigating a homicide from this morning. Happened just after 10 on Illinois Drive. This is right by several stores, including a King Soopers. Police say officers responded to reports of a man slumped over in a car. When officers arrived, they found the man dead inside that parked vehicle, and the death is now being investigated as a homicide. Investigators do not believe that there is any sort of active threat to the community. 2 men have been sentenced after they pleaded guilty to the killing of a 19-year-old man from Pueblo outside the Denver Aquarium. Antonio Vasquez and Jason Trujillo each pleaded guilty to second-degree murder in the death of Dacian Salazar. Salazar was killed in that drive-by outside the aquarium Valentine's Day 2024. Police used surveillance video and cell phone data to gather the evidence against the men. The Denver District Attorney's Office says as part of the deal, Vasquez admitted to being the gunman. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison. Trujillo was sentenced to 20 years.